There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay, so, hello, merch. Zombie. Oh! Okay. Okay. Hello, pig. Piggy. Okay. I hate that. Okay, let me switch it to this. Oh, you became me. Okay. Let's heal up, and then let's keep going. What else is happening? Oh, potato. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was so... I don't think it was time to actually... I don't know if it was actually time to actually... Was it time to actually pick it up? I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna keep going then. Oh, that might be an animal that ate it. I don't know. What animal ate that? You gotta be kidding me. What happened? An animal jumped in there, that's why. Some stupid animal jumped in there. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I hate that. Hello! Hi! How you guys doing? Hello. Hi, Aka and Leon. How you guys doing today? Oh, poison potato. Yeah, I put it there. Let me get going. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing fine. I just got done playing Borderlands. Wait, what are you doing bad, my man? How come you're doing bad? What happened? Bad? How come you're doing bad, Aka? Aka? Okay. How come you're doing bad, Aka? Okay. Okay. My mom. Oh. Oh. Hello. Hello, drop. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That really does suck. That really does suck, man. Condolences. That's condolences, man. Condolences. Oh god. What was wait? If you mind, what was the cause? Can we call on Discord and play? Wait. Do I know you? Can we call on Discord and play, please? I mean, I have my mic attached to my PlayStation, so... I mean, and I'm playing this on PlayStation. So, the hard part is, unless if you have a PlayStation, I can't really unplug my mic. That's kind of the difficulty thing. But, I mean, I can chat with you on Discord. I mean, I can chat with you. Yeah. Wait, can we call on Discord play and play, please? Wait, first off, Aka, do I know you? Because that kind of response of like, oh, like, of Discord being chat. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's very sad. Jesus, man. That is sad to hear. That is really sad to hear. Prone... I'm a guy. I am a guy. No, I'm new. Okay. I mean, I don't believe in the stupid. I think the pronoun thing is kind of really stupid. So I'm just a guy. I actually never cared about it. Hi, lol. Hello. Hello, Goog. How you doing, Goog? I mean, well, going fishing school. Guggen Fishing Squad. Okay. I am literally trying to mentally map out how I should decorate my house. I am so incompetent right now. Maybe. Your tags are LGBT and you don't like pronouns. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, yes. 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 Okay, I mean, I could switch it to gay if you want. I mean, AO are very. I just don't. I don't. I'm too old for that. Personally, I don't really believe in that. What do you mean? I mean, I was, what was it? Before he changed it to Q, before, like, when Q was still considered a slanderous term, now it's just, like, accepted if you're a guy. I mean, I am a guy, yeah. I'm male. I'm a male. Then it would be. Yeah, if I'm a guy. Yeah. 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 Okay. So what do you mean? I just don't agree with, like, the they, them, jerseys, wherever that stupid stuff is. You don't do I mean, I do pronouns, yeah, because in future, I would recommend he. I mean, I'll never do that. Nah. I don't. Twitter about to kill you, man. I'm fine with that. I am perfectly fine with Twitter. Screw Twitter. Screw Twitter. I don't even have Twitter and I despise Twitter. I don't really care. It's like like Krina, like Juliana Krina, wherever that Mandalorian actress was. What have I told you? What? What have I told what? What happened? I had a penis, but my no problems were. Are you trans? Are you a transy? Would you get me lynched? Why would I want to kill you? Wait, what? I'm so mentally confused. Wait, can you elaborate on that? I'm so mentally confused. Okay, I think I'm gonna do like. I think I'm doing like that, so. Yes, okay, so I got an idea. Um. Hmm. Wait, what? I'm fine with Twitter wanting to kill me, first off. I'm fine with that. But I don't understand your question. I had a penis. Oh, but my pronouns were. So what? You're transy. You're a transy. Okay. So you're a pseudo. Okay. Wow. It's actually kind of going to be the most weirdest thing. Okay, no. Okay, I gotta follow my skin. What was I doing last night? What was I doing last night? That's my question. Um. Okay, I got about a minute. What was I doing last night? I don't remember. Oh, I was building the foundations where I should actually build the attic-ish. Okay, okay, oh, wait, hold up. Okay, that one I need to elaborate on for sure. I'll surely elaborate on that point. Let me actually get this done. And I do sorry if I do come off as if I am Stalin. It's just that I don't want those monsters to spawn in. Potato. Okay, well, it depends, first off. Because the pseudos are like trans. I like saying pseudos because it's easier to say. It's easy. It's more simple. It's like really simple. It's simplified. Is that? I mean, it all depends on your appearance first. That is actually heavily dependent on your appearance because if you actually, I mean, I'll respect. Well, I mean, okay, I had this discussion in college a couple years back. I'm trying to remember how I said stuff properly. I actually had this conversation with a guy, for sure. Like we about like, oh, like to what extent would we honor or at least like recognize like the transy as the I'm gonna use like a lot of words for like defining that. What? How are we gonna recognize the transies self proclamation? Let's say, and we both came to agree saying like, if they actually put if the individual not the I like to be more specific like if the individual committed to actually transitioning and all that stuff and actually did all the work, let's say, and I'll say like okay I'll respect that because at least because they actually committed themselves to doing that stuff. So out of respect, like I kind of like the rule of respect, like that. Like then I'll probably do like that. But if it's like, for example, like the guy, like the GameStop transy, then I'll like, okay, and what if they're in the closet? What? I don't want people to know. I'm confused about. Okay, first of all, I'm confused about that statement. They don't need to tell them. I would say openly. Like what? I don't really care if that I'm gay. It's like one of the most least significant parts of me. Yeah, sure, I'm dating a guy, but who cares in the end? But then again, you're talking. I mean, I'm also conservative too, so it's like I don't really much care about it. I think I had like this direction too. Like, I mean, wait, hold on. And what if they're in a closet? I don't really care who they love necessarily. If do you want people? I mean, they don't have to. Wait, what is this? Look, wait, what? And don't want people to like. Is that still directed towards? I mean, okay. First off, like for example, if it's like the transy from GameStop, the one that literally forced the man to say "ma'am," even though he literally looks like a guy, even though it was a guy and it still is a guy because he did not commit to it other than put on a wig and a dress. Now that for sure was a definite will be a an example of seeing no commitment towards it and not respecting that individual. I mean that man's demand for wanting to be called a woman with the woman identifiers. That man had no right for that or any form of justification. What else? I mean, since you actually basically did surgery, I'm assuming that you're a guy that transitioned to a girl. That's probably from the observation of your comments. I would say you probably at least are getting actually there towards the point of respect to where I'll actually honor like being calling you a lady for sure, or using lady or woman identifiers. But in the yeah, I'll probably do that out of like respect of that since you actually did since you actually did commit to that, and not that's because like oh I just feel like I'm a woman like all of a sudden you're a woman. It's like no no I'm not. What's wrong with being trans? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. I'd rather date an actual man or actual woman personally than than trans. Is this my preference? That is my preference. Running out of food. Is this? I have nothing against them. Is this that I am? How do you say? A biological essentialist? I think, or like one of those like within the gay community, or I mean the LGBT community that thinks like you're a man, you're a man, you're a man, like that, kind of like that, kind of like more the absolutist kind of like mindset. As well, I'm also within the kind of the faction that actually would only date men, like actual men or actual women instead of actual trans. Like I have no animosity against them. I literally have no animosity. It's just that I have my own preferences. Enderman. Oh my god. There at least has to be one moment where the Enderman actually has to do that. Hmm. Anyways, wait. Oh, also, hold on, missed. Star. So wait. Anyway, so down. What do you mean by? What do you mean by your question? I, and what if they're in the closet and don't want people to know? Are you trying to tell me that you want to force them to come out of the closet? I because I don't care if he comes. I don't care if the person comes out of the closet. No. Okay. So can you elaborate that? What I'm saying is okay. Okay. Mm, okay, actually gotta make food. I'm running out of food. I'm playing this on PlayStation, by the way, so, is actual pain. Yeah, give me. Oh, God, you kidding me. You say you only respect them if they went through. Yeah, okay. So you said you only respect them if they went through with transitioning and acted like a woman did everything a woman did. And what if they don't want people to know? Oh no, screw that! Screw that wholeheartedly. You do not lie to a person. So you will just use their birth certificate? Yes! Yes! Oh, okay, that's, okay, okay, hold up, 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 hold up. Okay, let me actually look at stupid son because that sun's right there. Okay, so anyway, so hold up. You're telling me that you want, that you don't, what? You said okay, a trans person should not keep that privately. They should disclose that they are trans. Because the person that they're dating would expect them to be the actual biological thing. And no one likes to be lied to. Well, some parents don't accept them. They get bullied. I get. What? They get abused. Okay. And is that new? I'm not saying they shouldn't tell people. Okay. So, okay. I mean, people get bullied. This is an obvious thing. You can't have a safe space 24/7. You need to encounter that type of stuff. To blurt it out. Yeah. Okay. Like, I don't really. This is in terms if you aren't dating them. I think. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. Okay, let's see if there's a dating zone. Let's say if they're dating zone. I'd say yes. You have to tell them. Okay. I'll agree to that. I agree to that drop statement. Yes, you're not dating them. So in regards to not dating, then I would say, like I said, out of respect. Like, if they actually did commit to doing like, or actually literally trying to be like literally trying to be like the person that they believe that they are, not that think, but believe that they are. Then I'll do it out of respect because I mean they committed to doing it. I mean, one of my more key issues, and I take this more of this harsher for men, is because most men, well, some men claim that they are trans, but they keep their male genitalia. They keep their some men keep their male genitalia. And by the way, I believe that men and male are both the same thing. There's just different terminology since one is more scientific sounding. So men or male is usually like a quick question, not to be rude, but what about gender questioning people? What? Okay, wait, sorry. Yes, but if they act like it's like people beat them or Dude, my boyfriend tells me I'm a femboy and that I'm very girly. And my mom rags me for being girly and being gay. It's just like you just learn to not care about it. Yes, but you're not trans, are you? No, but I'm gay. And my mom is from Latin America. And in her culture, it's kind of taboo-ish to be gay. But I learned not to care about that stuff. There are differences between. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, that's probably it. But there's a difference between trans. No, the animosity is still the same regardless, dude. Or gal. I don't know which one. But the animosity is still present between the both. Oh my god, screw me. I want to go to bed, but there's a creeper. Well, first off, also, they're gonna look. Okay, so, anyways. Oh, wait, what? Okay, yes, but if they act like his people will beat them up or... Wait, what do you mean about beat them up? Like, if they act like a woman? If a man acts like a woman, or like if a woman acts like a man. Okay. And I don't really get your point. No one will beat you up for acting like a man or if you're acting like a woman. I act like a woman a lot. My point is... Yes, they will. I mean, then I haven't encountered that. It happens all the time. Well, that hasn't happened to me and I act like a woman. Or I act like a girl. Or have girlish tendencies. And no one has racked me yet. And if so, I just don't notice it. And I just don't care. Oh, screw the bow and arrow. Okay. My point is, if someone trans, they'll find it difficult to express them. It'll affect... Oh! And what they do. Oh god, I'm dying. I want to die. I'm not dying. I am livid. And wait, what do you mean by expression? First off, because it's not as simple as just being it. Wait, what do you mean by expression? First off, there's much. Yeah. Oh, hello. Okay, 100% understand that. I need to put a light right there. Wait, what do you mean by expression? Okay, not that. They might be paranoid. First up, I do get paranoid. It will affect how they do. What do you think I mean? I have no idea. Because I don't really understand. Because I don't really... I mean... I have no idea what you're trying to make. I'm not trying to understand it. Are you trying to victimize the trans person? The trans individual? Oh, got a helmet. Nice. Okay. So anyways, so I remember, okay, so back up to Star's question. Quick question, not to be rude, but what about gender question? What is gender questioning people? I have no idea what that means. I honestly do not know what that means. What is gender questioning people? Is that the gender notion of like, oh, people like think like, oh, you're feminine or masculine, or someone is not sure what. The person is still a guy. And the person is still a woman, still. I tell them like they're like a femboy or like tomboy or something like that type of thing. Like, I mean, I'm a femboy. Like, my boyfriend says I'm a femboy, but they aren't. They feel like they want to be both. But... What? They feel like they want to be both. Why are you so dense minded? Because I'm old school. I am very old school. Yeah, because I'm old school. And I don't really support this kind of this and I'm not really much of a fan of this movement. And I screwed my if you're old school, why are you gay? Because I find guys attractive. Okay. When I say old school, I mean old school LGBT. Before the queer thing got involved. Before the queer thing. No balls. Go beat yourself up. I was... What? Yeah, but then but then they made queer something else. Like now it's like LGBTQ. I don't really what? Like then okay, so if queer means gay, then why add Q to the whole mix? Q for queer. Yeah, then why? Then why? It's just an oxymoron. It just means gay. Yeah, but it's an oxymoron. So why do you add LGBTQ? What? My God. You yeah. What? Wait. What? What? YH. What's YH? Your career. Yeah, I know. I know. But why do you need? I. Why try? Yeah, like why try to dignify that word? Why? Because if it was a slur, then why keep on? Why does the community need to use it? So what you're saying is you won't respect people's pronouns because they haven't. Okay, wait. First up. Hold up. Okay, I wish I was playing a game that didn't have night and day cycle. Okay. Hold up. I just got done playing a game with someone else. Like, with what do you mean transmed? What's transmed? Okay, first up. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Are you trans? But you want to hide it? Transmedicalist? What? What is transmedicalist? God, what's going on? I was honestly not expecting this from Minecraft. I was honestly not expecting this from Minecraft. Transmed means they think people have to medically transition people. Yes. I'll agree with that position. If you do not transition with the surgeries, all that other stuff, I will not validate it for sure. Because it's just someone playing pretend in my eyes. What if someone can't? Okay, and what if they can't? Like, what do you mean if they can't? That's my question. What do you mean by they can't? Because there's nothing that's stopping you if you want to transition. What if they have problems or issues like money? Then they save up. What if they are? Okay, you guys are a lot more liberal than I am. I am conservative. I am conservative in my beliefs. Oh my god. So like I am very like when LGBT was only LGBT before the queer things and all that gender weirdness that happened afterwards. Yeah, so or Okay, under well, okay, first I do not agree with transitioning underage. I'll never agree to that. I'll never agree to that. Transitioning kids. No. Either you turn 18 or 21 and then get transitioned. At that point, you're an adult. I don't care what you do at that point. But if you start doing it before 18, I'll say no. Just no. Okay, wait. So everyone gave me about 20 seconds. I gotta look through chat because you guys all started talking. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So what you're saying is that you won't respect people's pronouns because they have not transitioned. Yes, yes, because it comes out of respect. I'm not going to force myself to say something I don't believe in. Simple proposition. Yeah, prove yourself that I must call you these things. It is a two-way street agreement, basically. Umbrella term is a word that more ambiguously refers to sexual orientation. So you're saying sexual orientation. So sexual orientation is different from gender identity. If I remember correctly, gender identity is different from sexuality. So why are gender people falling underneath the queer terminology? I don't understand. So transmedicalist. Yes, I am a biological essentialist, so I do believe that. I mean the biology thing. I do heavily use biology as a determinant. And so Auntie, you're correct. Then why do you need it in the community? Why do you need it as its own slapper tab for all of the nons? I don't. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. It's pretty clear you're not well versed in this topic. Well, a tad bit. I don't really care about the topic much. If you don't feel comfortable with the other labels, what? That makes what? Okay, and then what if they can't? Okay, what if they have issues with money? Well, then if they have issues, okay. This is also used by people who want to be more ambiguous about their. Okay. Because okay, what if they can't? What if they have problems or issues like money? Well, first off, if you have problems with money, how about you save the money and not spend the money as frivolously as someone could? How about you save up the money until you can actually buy the surgeries or whatever stuff you need for transitioning? Because I feel like, okay, what if they're gender questioning, gender fluid? Are they fine without surgery? So are you saying that gender people are trans people? Okay, that was from start. I don't know what that means. So gender questioning, gender fluid are fine without surgery. Like they medically cannot, or they don't have that, or like I said before, they don't know. Age? Oh, never with age. Do not. No, I'll never. No, I just go with the age thing. If and they must be 18 plus to actually do transitions, and I don't want people to know. And I don't want people to know health issues, or you don't. Well, I mean, I don't know what health issues are involved in that. Truthfully, I don't know what health issues are involved in that. And what if they don't want to know? I mean, you don't really need to tell people that they're trans. I mean, the only stopping block I would say for that is like, if you're dating someone, you cannot hide that information that you're trans. You gotta tell them literally that you're trans. Because other than that, it's just really deceptive. Underage, I'll never do underage. I will never support underage transitioning. I'm just acting because some people can't transition because they have medical issues. Like, I don't know what kind of medical issues restricts people from actually getting transitioned. So what if they're like 16 and can't transition yet? Will you misgender them? Yes, I'll still recognize them as their biological sex, and not the other one. I mean, I'll probably call him a femboy. God, I'm a cis man. So here's a normal guy. Okay, like a straight guy or whatever. Okay, nice. Because queer is referred to the whole community. I feel like that's quite redundant having queer within the same actual community wordings. If you don't feel comfortable with the other labels, okay. Even though I think there's only about homosexuals and straight, like heterosexuals basically, and then bi is basically, that's how I see it. If you don't feel comfortable with other labels, because it was also used by people who want to more ambiguous represent. So wait. I feel like people. Okay, first off, this is my observation. Oh no. Because first off, I think that people are just overcomplicating sexuality. Like you don't need to overcomplicate. You don't really need to overcomplicate sexuality. Like if you like a guy, if you're a guy and you like a guy, you're straight. Like you're gay. If you're a guy that likes a girl, you're you're straight. Well, I mean, if you like a guy, you're a guy, and you like a guy, you're gay. If you're a woman and you like a guy, you're straight, and then if you like both, you're bi. And then if you like a girl, if you're a girl and you like a girl, then you're gay. You're a lesbian. Not really that complicated. Okay, sorry, I'm reading really old chats, by the way. I do apologize for that. I'm just trying to catch up myself because you guys started filling it up, and I do apologize. A lot of people are underpaid, so you're saying to not be poor, just get. What I'm trying to say is that don't learn how to use your money effectively. Effective, like learn how to effectively buy because like you get people who buy like what 200 Jordans or something like that, even though they might have monetary problems. Like, why would you waste money on kind of luxury goods if you're having money problems with other things? I would rather say be as minimal in expenses as possible to maximize as much money for like long term investment. When dang, your brain is very large. I think that might have been a sarcastic comment. Or can't access better jobs due to disabilities. What do you mean by disabilities? Like physical disabilities? I'm assuming so. I mean, if it's physical, meaning like you can't transition. Oh, sorry, I'm not. Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at the actual on the spot one. I'm looking at back at past at past chats. Oh my god, so sorry, Minecraft. How can Minecraft be so political? Minecraft is so political. Give me your honest opinion about surgery when it comes to gender. So are you saying that? Are you trying? No, there's some people. Oh, there are some people who actually do spend needlessly, and then there's some people who have difficulty accumulating money. Yes, they do not think about people rights and dignity. Hold up, hold up. Okay, first up, I'm still literally trying to read your chats. First up, I do apologize. I do not have anyone else over here. So are you saying that trans people are gender fluid? Star Mist, if you're still in chat, Star Mist, are you gender like are trans people gender fluid? Like someone burns this man's house down. Oh wow. Oh no no. Okay, what if you're disabled and you can't get a job? Why can't you understand that people can be trans but have issues affecting them? Are you trying to tell me that I can't have these beliefs and buy everything from scratch? What if they can't get their money? I mean, meaning they can't transition. Serious question: do you really think poor people are? Okay, I'm finally catching up. I'm finally catching up. Serious question: do you really think poor people are poor simply because they spend money? There are some people who do overspend. First off, there's any group can have people overspend, and there's can be people who are really frivolous, as well as that. Wait. Okay, okay, and okay, you done? Oh, if you had an accident with people. No, because I was still working myself as a man. No, because I'm a man biologically from my genome. Because I have XY. Okay. What if they can't get the money then? Will they. Yeah. And buy everything from scratch. Yes, yes, I am. Wait. Hold up. I'm confused now. I am literally trying to process this now. Oh, okay. And buy everything from scratch. Yes. Wait. Can we increase our IQ together? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By running together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Oh, what happened? Oh, I might have scrolled up too much. Oh my god. For a 5 minute second, reason stop spamming caps. Oh my god, no! I do hate Nightbot so much. I really do hate Nightbot. It'll help generate time zones. Jesus Christ. Brain cells. Because I can teach you trigonometry. I think I actually did take trigonometry. I did take trigonometry in high school. Should I refer to you as a woman? What if you have an accident and lose your pee-pee? I'll still be a guy, you know that, right? You know that eunuchs are a thing, right? Especially with the Arabian, they're under the Arab slave trade, I believe, if I remember this correctly. In the Arab slave trade, they actually literally castrated the men and literally removed their penises, right? And they'd still recognize them as a man. But you had it originally. But you originally had it already. Like, that's... Okay, what the... I'm this... What? Oh my god, people. It's found that trans people have the brains of the gender they feel. Okay. And? Okay. So that's what they feel. Okay. That doesn't really justify me in calling them that stuff. Are we getting somewhere? I have no idea because of how this is going. Therefore, I need to match everyone else with their body. You know... What? Okay, so Auntie, use basic... Okay, do you know nickel avocado? When it doesn't match, it can cause some kind of dysphoria. Yes, I know. I know about gender dysphoria. I know about gender dysphoria. Yes. So anyway, so okay, first off, I don't know if he does this. I don't know if Nickel Avocado does this as a joke or not, but he keeps on trying to. He does the stupid excuses like I'm big bone, like water weight, and what else, and that it's all something like stress or something. Usually he just says water weight. So what you're saying is that okay, if you think that you're skinny, then you are 100% skinny. Okay, first, I might be actually misrepresenting your position by mistake, but from what I'm just read, it just reminds me of Nick Odko on his way of saying like he's not fat, he's skinny, but he just gained a lot of water weight. That's what I'm thinking about. Random analogy. Yeah, that thing is not. No, but the premise is like okay, first off, we're talking about like a person thinking that there's something else. That's what we're talking about. That's what the premise I was trying to mention is that you're really trying to say like, okay, someone thinks that there's something else, and they try to change to make themselves look like that. That's what I'm mentioning. When it doesn't match, it causes something called dysphoria. I know about gender dysphoria. I actually had an argument with a trans friend I had. I literally argued with a trans friend about this. Roughly. And she argued, and she's in England, by the way. I mean, she's becoming a man. So my friend, who's a pseudo male, I would say, because a pseudo man doesn't make it less easier to think. Yeah, I mean, first I don't know what state and the progress that they are, so I'm just going to say like she because that's the original start line. If someone is a trans, if someone is a trans, I'm gonna say pseudo because the word pseudo means like fake. I mean, and then what I'm trying to say is that trans people use transition because their brain cells causes euphoria. Does that make sense? Yes. I knew that the whole time. I knew that trans people did the surgery or did the processes to make themselves look like a woman so that they can actually have at least some mental alleviation towards that. I have body image problems. Like I am literally anorexic. I mean, I used to be more severely anorexic like a couple years ago. And I'll always look in the mirror and I always say like I always look fat, so I starve myself. Like, is this that type of stuff is just horrible. That's start from being. Every person is born with either pee-pee, vagina, or something. Oh, no, actually, let me actually start forming this out. Okay, wait, hold up. This has nothing to do with gender. That's what I mean. Sorry, I'm just when I kept on mentioning gender, yes, Star kept on saying gender fluid people, gender like questioning like all that type of stupid, all that kind of not stupid, all that type of stuff or thoughts or concepts. Sorry, concepts. And I was just trying to comprehend it for sure. Because I was like getting confused because we were talking about biologicalness, and then but you're bringing in kind of like this brain thought of what notion of someone's thought of kind of like feelings and all that stuff. Oh my god, what has nothing to do with that? Can we all agree it's that man is a dumb Maybe I'll say. I mean, I just literally streamed 4 hours. I just literally did a 4 hour stream, and I'm actually about to do another stream. I'm doing a stream right now. I am doing another stream right now. So like, I'm like, and also furthermore, I actually have not eaten anything all day. So I'm like going on fumes right now. Okay. Fat and thin is not cis and trans. I would say they're both the same kind of premises. It's just people who think they are. We don't ask if we had eaten. No, I'm just elaborating on why I might come off as quite idiotic. Let's just say that because I have not eaten anything. So like I'm just like not some of my brain's just not like processing any of this properly. If someone is trans man, they use he him. I know. As of currently, I do not know the okay. Towards my friend who's trans. As of now, no, I will not. I will not bow down to that stuff. If I do not know where they are in their process, I will keep it. I'll think of it as if they're their starting position, as if they are a woman. And from what I've learned, she is fine with being called a woman. If someone came up to you and called you Miss, it would feel wrong, but that's the same for trans. It's not bowing down. No, but you're basically forcing me to say something that I do not believe in. That's what you're doing. You're basically trying to tell me how to act, and I do not agree with that. No. God. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that trans people. Oh, let me go to sleep. What is that saying? Trans people usually transition because their brains. Yeah, I agree with that. Anarchy on that point. What about the trans and their brains? Does that make sense? Yes, I knew that premise. Okay, let's talk from the beginning. Every person is born with their biological genitalia. What it means to be a man, woman, non-binary, or whatever is dictated purely by society and not biology. No, I would say man is dictated by penis, woman is dictated by a vagina, and then if you're hermaphrodite, whatever. Because those words were born because of those extents. Like that's how we got male. Oh my! Imagine looking at your body and not recognizing it. You try and fix it. If someone kept calling you fat, then when you not, it would hurt you. Yes, and I did something about that. If someone called me fat, I might do something about it. I might lose weight. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Like if someone calls me fat, that's going to be like an alarm to my brain telling me I need to do this like that. Yeah, and I'm going to actually try to lose weight so I don't become fat. Okay. We didn't ask if you had eaten. Gender is literally feelings. That's all it is. Okay, so that's for okay. For a minute, okay. Let me okay for a minute. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. So gender is literally feelings. I will agree with that 100%. Ma'am is in your opinion is very confusing. That is true. Yes, because we're talking. I'm trying to think this through. And Duck made a very astute point, and that is gender is literally feelings. That I will agree 100%. Because I do not really care about feelings that much. That's not my priority. I don't really care much about feelings. That's all it is. It's entirely different to biological sex, and it's an idea society created. Okay. So I don't really much care about feelings because it's actually kind of like really subjective. Because you can't really, because everyone will have a different reaction to it. But then you can also say that about thinking too. But at least probably you can actually probably thought that through a bit. Redundancy word. Oh my god, I hate that. If someone came up to you and called you Miss, would feel wrong. That's the same for trans people. Yeah, I'll be actually thrown off by that. 100% I'll be thrown off by that. But then I'll ask him why. Out of curiosity. Most likely, I'm gonna say because your physique most likely looks like a feminine physique. Most likely. If someone came up to you and called you miss, it's not bowing, it's human Okay. Okay. If you change your name, you would expect it to be called the same name. Why would I change my name? I do not have. Okay, so anarchy. So anti. I do not have my cat maid outfit. I've been trying to buy that because but I don't know woman sizes. That's the hard part. I tried to buy it. I tried to buy a cat maid outfit and I couldn't because I didn't know woman sizes. No, I'm explaining. And that's the same with trans. Okay, sorry, you guys are typing so fast. I actually have to literally scroll through this. I do apologize for this. Listen, a transy is still a person, yes. And me not saying what their preferred words are. I'm still treating them as a human. Not everyone, not everyone has the. No, no one deserves what. I don't know. Jesus Christ, people. I'd say you're forcing a trans man to act as a woman because you think that's how they should. What? You misgendering someone is basically forcing them to your act. No. Okay. First off, this is where we call him woman. Okay. First off, we're going to be clashing about this for sure. You want me to give the individual whatever terminology they want to be, and I'm telling you, like, okay, these are my positions. Okay, first off, is this basically the clashing of positions? That's it. That's all that is. Clashing of positions. I won't as necessarily. Oh my god. I'm going to chop off your pee and call you a woman. How you feel about that? Okay, so you're going to drop down, gaming zone. Okay, I'm going to chop off your pee and then call you a woman. I still always think of myself as a man because I literally had a penis. Like, you literally just removed it. That's it. I still think of myself as a man regardless. Ma'am, your opinion is confusing. Woman, will you get educated? I am actually in college. Thank you very much. So this comes down to your lack of compassion and not any kind of logical. I mean, I am empathetic. It's just I'm not compassionate and not kind of logical. So you dress as a femboy, so I can call you a woman. I think it might be a drag one. I think anti. I think when you say dress as a femboy, so I can call you a woman, I think that's more towards drag. I think. Okay, God. Okay, so I'm gender fluid, which I am, and on that day I felt like a woman. What would that day if I told you what gender? I'll be okay. First off, so start. Okay, slow it down. Slow the pace down a bit, so I actually can at least try to keep pace with it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gender fluid. That's what Star says, which I am. And on that day, I felt like a woman. What would you call me by that day? If I told you what gender I felt like that day. So I'm assuming that you are a biological. I'm assuming you're a man. I'm assuming that you're a man. I don't know because yes. Okay, so if you're a man, then I'll just say that you're just being very gay. I'll just say that you're just being very gay. Or you're just being a very, very effeminate man. You're just an effeminate man. I think his thing's dinners. No. I got small one. I got small. I mean, I'll probably just call you. I'll just probably just say that you're an effeminate man, Star. I wasn't talking about you. Okay, what is going on? I'm so confused. Can I call you a? Do you take? Yeah, I actually like history. I mean, what do you want? What do you mean by history? I mean, I don't really much. I'm not really much of a fan of modern history. I think it's kind of a bit boring-ish. I like more Greco-Roman kind of history. Woman. Spooky trans people. By that logic, what is a? Oh, hold on. What? Okay, first, I'm still reading chat. Not that there's any reason you misgender a person, only that you don't want to. So there's no use in debate this because it comes down to someone not caring about your identity and not caring to respect them. Okay. Okay. Gonna haunt you. Ooh, spooky. Wait, so drop. I got a question. You think I'm afraid of trans people? Why am I on that day? So on day, I feel like a woman and want to be a woman. I don't say that you're an effeminate man. Star, to be honest, I'm just gonna say that you're an effeminate man because my mom was a tomboy and she became a wife. You know what? Home taker, I think. Yeah. Do you have a male genitalia? If I chop your C off, but you will still think of yourself as yes, because I had it originally. Biologically, I had it. No, they're mocking you. They don't actually think you're scared. Oh wait, I'm so mentally confused. What is going on? I'm so mentally confused right now. Oh my god, you do not have a male genitalia. Yes, da 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 da. He got a big D. I do not have a big D. Honestly, I'm actually kind of tiny. Wasn't talking about you. Did you take history? By that logic, what is a cis woman if not a feminine man? Wait, what? What? Okay, so okay, wait, hold up. So people, stop talking for at least a minute. Hold up. So you're saying that cis women? Okay, you're trying to say that I think that cis women are like normal women or men with their chopped genitalia. What? Okay, now I'm getting pumped right now. I'm actually kind of like, oh, this is getting fun. This is, I'm just having fun right now, like a bit. I'm not trolling. I actually don't even know how to troll. Like that. I'm just being very sincere and honest about it. It's just that I'm actually kind of getting a bit overwhelmed a bit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bit overwhelmed right now. By that logic, what